President Joe Biden ends 2 days of deliberations at the UN Climate Summit, announcing new rules to force the oil and gas industry to slash greenhouse gas emissions. This is his administration pledges to help developing nations as they suffer some of the worst effects of climate change. Spectrum News correspondent Kevin Frey has been covering the president's European trip. He spoke with a top White House advisor and has this report from Scotland.
Whether it's devastating hurricanes or rising sea levels, some of the poorest nations on Earth are running out of time in the fight against climate calamity.
Well, it's a matter of climate justice, really, because they are the ones who have contributed the least to create the problem, and yet they are the ones that are on the front line and are already experiencing most of the impacts.
Letitia Desmarais lives in New York and works with developing nations, helping them try to get the funding they need for climate projects. But it's not easy, she says. Getting access to the resources is a major issue.
Is the money reaching the ground? Are we making an impact with those funds?
It's something that White House climate advisor Gina McCarthy, in an interview with Spectrum News, recognized as a problem.
I think climate is an equity issue.
The world's major economies, including the U.S., pledged as part of the Paris Agreement to spend $100 billion helping poorer countries fight climate change. They're so far not meeting that goal. McCarthy says they need to do more.
If we don't start attracting all countries and start working with the developing world, then they may take the route that we took many years ago and didn't know any better, instead of making the leap to renewable energy.
As one of the world's top emitters of greenhouse gases, the U.S. also has a big role to play in curbing carbon. Although President Joe Biden has set a U.S. goal of net zero emissions by 2050, he is struggling to shepherd hundreds of billions of dollars in climate spending through Congress to help make that happen. In the meantime, the White House is pursuing new climate regulations. The administration on Tuesday introducing new oil and gas rules that go well beyond previous efforts to curb methane emissions, a big contributor to global temperature rise. McCarthy says it buys them time for bigger action.
If you go after the highly global warming chemicals right away, then you have an opportunity to accelerate at the pace and timing that you actually need.
Another key part of the discussion in Glasgow today, ending deforestation. Now, trees and forests, of course, play a key role in the climate fight. They help remove carbon from the atmosphere. The U.S. joining with other countries in committing to ending deforestation in the years ahead. Reporting in Edinburgh, Kevin Frey, New York 1.